Hello everyone, it's Dutch Foremost and welcome to a new The Sims 4 Around the World speed build. So today I'm back in Europe and actually we are in France. And to be very specific, we are in Paris because today I'm building a Parisian townhouse, just like we did the New York townhouse. Today I'm building a townhouse from Paris, and I'm sure all of you know Paris. It's the capital of France. It's quite a famous city, I guess, in Europe. You know, we have I personally don't live in it, but there's the Eiffel Tower there. And I must say, I have really started to respect the Parisian architecture, because like I always do, I just went into Google Maps, walked around and just looked at the architecture and just kind of tried to notice some specific things which are like specific for this type of architecture. And I must say that this was like, you know, it's just so beautiful. You know, you just have to yeah, for fun, just walk around Google Maps and just look at it. I've personally never been to Paris yet, I believe. You know, I have actually been there. Well, I've driven on a highway around it, kind of, when I went on holiday to like Spain, I believe. So I did see the Eiffel Tower with my own eyes, but I have never really been to Paris. But I think I will ever go there, because especially now I've actually really looked into its architecture. I must say I'm really interested in it. And of course Paris is just, you know, people say it's a cool city. So yeah, if you've ever been to Paris, please let me know what you like. And then of course, as always, let me know what country the next Around the World speed build will or should be from, because I would really like to know about that, and in that way I'll be able to make videos you will like. I actually saw that very many people requested a house from France, so you know, if I would want to do a house from the capital, Paris. And of course, please keep in mind, this is stereotypical, and just like with the interior, this is stereotypical as well, because I noticed some comments on the previous one, the English house, which said that the interior was kind of like not modern enough. You know, in real life English houses there would be a much more modern interior. And of course I know, just like with the Swedish house, many people said that their houses are much more modern as well. And that's logical. If I want to build a Dutch house, it would also be much more traditional when it comes to the interior than when yeah, what did I want? Than it actually is, because actually quite some interiors, or most of the interiors in the Netherlands, are actually modern. The same counts for like England or Sweden, and also probably for Paris. But I just want you to know that this is kind of stereotypical, so I will kind of go or what I want to do with the series is also kind of show the culture of other countries and kind of show what the interiors like officially look like, kind of. So, you know, of course in every country they have IKEA, so there's IKEA furniture in every country, but I can use that in the houses. But in that way you don't know what the culture of that country actually is like, and you don't know what the interior of like traditional houses from that country is like. Or I can actually like put in like more traditional interiors, which might not be as common in the country, but which is actually representative for like what is originally like from that country. So, or at least that's what I'm trying to do. So that's just a short explanation on the interior. In this case I went for kind of like the interior of a palace, because really, seriously, this turned out to like nearly look like a palace. I think this is my best Around the World build so far. This one really looks cool, and I know that I said it this like every time, but I must say that this one really turned out to look cool. It's so detailed, and yeah, I just really like the look of this. So you can of course download this from the gallery as well. And what I actually started one sentence with, I think like several minutes ago, is that you can request houses for me to build. So from what country should I build the next Around the World speed build? I have seen very many comments for Brazil. I also saw some tips on how to actually find a Brazilian house. And I think I have maybe come up with an idea for that, because of course Brazil, you know, it's a very famous country, but there is quite some poverty in Brazil as well. I know about that, and I think I should maybe do something about it. That, you know, some of the coolest modern houses have been built in Brazil. But you know, of course in every country you can place like a crazy beautiful tropical modern villa, but that's not typical for the country. So therefore I don't want to like build a very modern Brazilian villa, because, you know, that's not typical. You know, you could also place such a typical modern villa in like Australia or the US or whatever. So therefore I want to go for the more like traditional kind of houses. And since there is quite some poverty in Brazil, I actually did some research and I found out that they call it favelas. I probably pronounced it like incorrectly, but those are like houses, like very small houses all together, cramped like together, and especially those are areas in like the biggest cities like Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, Brasilia. In those cities in Brazil you have like such neighborhoods, and those are kind of representative for Brazil, I believe. So therefore I thought, you know, maybe I can build that. But if you are Brazilian, please let me know, would that be a good idea, or would you feel like, you know, that's really not, you are not showing my country in the right way in that way, and I should do something different? Please also leave a suggestion what I should do then. And I also see very many comments or requests for a Dutch and an Australian house. And of course, since I'm from the Netherlands, I really want to build a Dutch house that would like really be like a fun thing to do. But I had an idea to actually do a tag team with the one and only Deligracy. You probably know, I'm sure that all of you know her. She's from Australia, and I had the idea to maybe do a tag team with her where she builds a Dutch house. I build an Australian house, or what I think isn't a typical Australian house, and she does the same for the Dutch house. And in that way we both learn a little bit about the way we look at each other's countries, and also in that way, yeah, you just have like a fun country comparison kind of, because I think Australia and the Netherlands are like nearly the opposite, not only like on its location in the world, because it's seriously like right below me right now actually, but also like Australia is huge, the Netherlands is like small, the climate, everything is different. So therefore I thought it would be fun. And of course Deligracy, I mean, her builds are just so incredibly creative, it's like unbelievable. The way she uses some of the items really learned me incredible stuff as well. But the point is, as you know, Deligracy is quite busy when it comes to like all the things she does, not only YouTube but like many things around it as well. So we have to like kind of figure out whether we'll be able to do that. But if you like that idea, please like put it down in the description as well. Maybe she watches this video, and otherwise you can maybe tell her as well. I hope she will be able to do it, because like that would be awesome, you know, doing a tag team with the one and only Deligracy is like, that would be awesome. So I thought, you know, if we could do like kind of an around the world tag team in that way, that would really just be a nice idea. So I came up with that. We already wanted to do a tag together, and I came up with that idea. She said she liked it, but you know, she just doesn't have that much time. But if you like it as well, maybe she'll like try to spend some time on it, and we'll be able to do that. So then you'll be getting your Australian and the Dutch house. And of course, I'm planning on actually doing 2 Dutch houses, but I still have to figure out which type of Dutch house she's planning on building, like an Amsterdam canal house or a typical Dutch farmhouse, because those are the 2 typical styles I would go for. Like, not half of the people live in such houses, just like not half of the French people live in a Parisian house, but that is kind of typical, so that's what I'm trying to go for. But anyways, as you see here, I'm building a Parisian house, and yeah, it's really a townhouse. It's way different from the New York house, and that's what I really like about it. You just see the difference between all the places around the world, and that's just, you know, I like traveling, I like going to places, so therefore I think personally just really enjoy like creating this series. And I'm really happy to see that your feedback on this series is like incredible. Seriously, every time I upload this, there's like a huge peak in like the amount of like audience on my channel, so that's awesome. Of course, you can actually leave a like on this video as well. So if you enjoy this video, and it might be kind of a crazy number, but it could be reachable. Can we reach the 1000 likes on this video? That's like 10 times more than I would get on like a regular let's build or let's play video. But I have actually seen that the New York house, which did actually go very well, has more than 1000 likes. So if we could make that happen on one as well, that would be incredible. So 1000 likes on the video, can we reach it? It would be, that would be crazy. You know, 1000 is like, would be nearly one of my most liked videos like on my channel, I think. But anyways, as you can see here, I'm actually building a second townhouse, because first I kind of wanted to create one, but of course, you know, Paris, it's a big city, there are many houses crammed together there, so therefore, and of course townhouses, then there should be several of them, but these are just a little bit less detailed than the main one, which is on the corner, which is, in my opinion, like typically French. So if you are from France, please let me know, is this legit? Have you been to Paris? Please let me know whether you think this is actually correct, and then of course let me know what you think I should be doing for the next around the world speed build. Also, you can check out my Instagram account, because on that I upload travel pictures whenever I'm like traveling, no shit, and I'll also always like put previews on my Instagram account before a video is actually like going to be uploaded, so like the day before, just to kind of ask your opinions about it and just to kind of get you ready for the video. So if you would like to see some of my creations like before others will see them, or before you'll actually see them uploaded on YouTube, check out my Instagram account. It's at DutchSimsMaster. Is it? Wait. At DutchSims4Master. That's actually it, and the link is in the description as well, so then you'll be able to check it out. And we're very close to 1,000 like followers there, so that would be awesome. I personally really like Instagram. It's just, I don't know what it is, but I just like Instagram. So if you could like me there or follow me there, that would be awesome. And then you also get to see me and a little bit of the things I do, I guess we could say. But anyways, here I'm building the third townhouse, and yeah, I decided to leave it with 3 townhouses. I thought that would like make enough of a row to kind of get a feel of what the Parisian townhouses are like. By the way, on the like most right townhouse, so the one I built as second, there's like kind of a gate, or what do you call that? I have no idea what you call it, but like you have 2 parts, and in between there's like space where a car can like go through. You've probably seen it if you've actually like really watched the video and not only listened to it. But I decided to build it because once when I saw the video or the film Taken, I believe it was Taken, it's like about like that famous movie star, and he's playing the father, and his daughter has been like taken away and she's being kidnapped, and then that is actually in Paris, and that actually happens in Paris, no shit, but in that film there's like such a house, and that really inspired me to build such a house in this row of townhouses from Paris as well. So I just thought that would like add a little bit of variety to the townhouses I built. So I thought, you know, maybe that's nice, so I decided to just add it, and I think it added, it just made it a little bit different, and I think this one is really like the best around the world speed build I've done so far. But please let me know, what do you think? What's your favorite so far? Because seriously, I've done like 7 so far, I think. Let me count: Italian, Greek, Swedish, English, Cambodian, Thai, New York, and now we have Paris. So that's 8 in total. So that's pretty good. But what do you think of the ones I just mentioned? What do you think is the favorite one I've done so far? Please put it in the description as well, or in the comments. I don't know whether I said like description all the time, but every time I said it, I meant comments. But oh well, here we're just adding some like windows and stuff. By the way, in case you are wondering, with the interior, I decided to not like fill up all the 3 townhouses, but I did fill up 1 entire townhouse, or at least the upper 3 levels, because I felt like the bottom level would never really be used as a living area. It would mainly be used as like storage and like having the stairs to go up, but furthermore there would not really be something there, so therefore I just didn't add it, and I just added stairs there. And I think we're starting with that right now. We are starting the interior now, I believe, at least. Here I had some struggles with the game and the way it did some things, because, you know, rooms and stuff, it's actually after more than a year of The Sims 4 still not really clear to me. And yeah, in the end I think I fixed it. I'm not too sure about it. It was kind of hard to fit it all in that kind of small space, but I think in the end it just turned out to look cool. And of course, as I said, the interior is stereotypical on the way I look at like, or my imagination of like a French Parisian townhouse. So maybe it's like totally wrong. probably this would definitely be like an extremely expensive house like in Paris, since it's the entire house is like from one family. It's not like apartments, it's the entire house, and it's kind of seems like it's in the middle of Paris, so therefore it would be expensive as well. But yeah, you know, I'm sure that like 0.00001% of the French people lives in such a house. But of course, it's still nice if you are French to see a house built from your country. So I think you'll not really yeah, be too mad about that. But yeah, let me think. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I've talked about the possible tag team with Deligracy, talked about my Instagram account. Yeah, by the way, I'm back to it again with the Let's Play Wolf of Wall Street. I always talk about it in the speed builds, just to kind of some advertisement for myself for that Let's Play, because as you know, I really like building. I'm kind of good at building, or at least people say I am. But when it comes to playing the actual Sims 4, I'm not really good at that. I really have no idea how to like do the stuff in gameplay mode, so therefore I decided to start a Let's Play on which you can of course comment. Like, you can comment on every video I'll make, and in that way you can kind of help me out to figure out what the game actually works like, because in that way I think it will be much more fun for me, and I'll be able to have like much fun when it comes to just playing around with Sims. And also in that way I think I see very many new features, and I'll even be able to build better houses because I'll be able to build them more logically according to the way people play, because now I just really build them to the way I like them, in the way they look, but not in the way they are functional. And in this way I might actually be able to build functional houses as well. But yeah, that Let's Play, the link will be in the description, and yeah, I hope you will be able to check it out. It's pretty fun. Here we're, by the way, building the kitchen already. I just was working on the dining area. You know, France, the place of baguettes and like perfect food. Though I personally must say I'm not really a big fan of France. I've not really been there a lot, though it's like pretty close to the Netherlands. We can like drive there in a few hours. And Paris is pretty close as well. You can fly through there. Fly to Paris for like $100 I think, and 90 euros, so that's definitely not that expensive. And you can also even go there by train, just stop up in Amsterdam and then you're there in like 3 hours with like a high-speed train, so that's pretty cool. But I've never been there before, and also not on holiday to France. Yeah, I've been there once I believe, but yeah, I don't know what it is, but I kind of prefer the more southern Mediterranean areas. But you know, French people, no problem. But oh well, here we're building the living room. That's what we're doing. And as you can see, very traditional, very like luxurious, kind of like the way you would imagine a palace. That's what I kind of went for. Very many paintings, very many way too detailed decorational items. In that way I felt like I was really building a Parisian townhouse. I hope that's kind of accurate. But yeah, please let me know. As I said, let me see, we're pretty close to the end of the video already. I think I'll be able to manage to finish this commentary in an okay way, though I don't really know what to talk about yet. I'm kind of stressing out at the moment because it's like 8 p.m. I still have to edit the video, render it, which means that you're saving it so it can be uploaded to YouTube. And then it still has to be uploaded, and my internet is crazy slow. And I actually want it to be up by 10 p.m. because, you know, in that way, you know, Europe can still watch it, and the US can also watch it, and Australia will be able to watch it in like a few hours. So in that way, that's kind of the perfect upload time for me, but I still have 2 hours to do that, and rendering always takes an hour, and uploading takes like an hour or more as well. So I hope I'll be able to fix that or get it up on time, but otherwise it will be up on Sunday. But you know, by the time you watch this, it's up, so no problem. But anyways, we're very close to the end of this video. I hope you will enjoy the overview at the end of it. And don't forget, can we reach that 1000 likes? I hope we can. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you back later.